Welcome to the Veteran Entrepreneur Network. On this channel and podcast, we talk trucking, logistics, fleet operations, entrepreneurship, business growth, leadership, and real-world lessons from the field. Today, we're talking about how to turn contracts into cash and how better fleet service agreements can reduce disputes, protect your margins, improve cash flow, and help you build stronger, recurring accounts. Let's get into today's episode. A few months back, we took on a big yard cleanup. 50 trailers, same owner, and a day rate that was quoted verbally. By the third trailer, the crew found heavy oil stains, extra prep time, and more labor than expected. The customer assumed standard wash meant everything. We assumed it meant a surface wash. That gap created a problem. We ended up doing extra labor at cost. The client was unhappy with the invoice markup, and what should have been a profitable one-day job turned into a loss and a strained relationship. That is the long way people learn this lesson. The contract matters before the first wash, repair, inspection, or service call ever starts. In this episode, we're going to break down field-tested language and a one-page checklist you can use in your own service business. You'll walk away with contract wording that protects margins, pricing and payment tactics that encourage on-time pay, and simple SLA and onboarding strategies that reduce disputes and keep operations predictable. This is operations first. It is not legal advice. Before you lock anything into a binding contract, you should run the language by an attorney licensed in your state. But from an operator's standpoint, the goal is simple. Get clear before the work starts. Protect your margin, document the job, and build agreements that help turn completed work into collected cash. Let's start with the foundation: scope of work and onboarding. Section 1. Scope of work and onboarding. Contracts that protect margins begin with a clear, concise scope. You need to describe exactly what you deliver. That includes the vehicle or trailer areas you will service, the cleaning method, the detergents or process you will use, and the expected result. For example, your service language might say, "Service includes exterior pressure wash of trailer body and wheels, removal of loose debris, and spot treating of visible grime." Then you need to define what is not included. For example, not included: heavy oil extraction, structural repairs, interior cleaning, hazardous waste removal, or additional labor unless separately quoted. That type of language matters because customers often hear one thing and operators mean another. The words standard wash, basic cleaning, or full service can create confusion if they are not defined. Use bullet-style lists in your proposals and agreements so there is less room for interpretation. Clarity protects both sides. You also need to define exclusions and responsibilities. Who moves the trailers? Who provides access to water? Where does wastewater go? Who gives approval if extra work is needed? What happens if the yard is blocked, unsafe, excessively muddy, or not ready when the crew arrives? And what conditions allow you to suspend service? That could include severe weather, unsafe vehicle conditions, lack of access, chemical restrictions, water limitations, or job site hazards. Those operational details may not sound exciting, but they are what protect your crew, your time, and your margin. If the client expects everything to be included, but the job site requires extra labor, extra chemical, extra drive time, or extra handling, the agreement needs to explain how that is handled before the work begins. Onboarding is your defense against scope creep. Build a short checklist that you use on the first visit. Photograph the fleet. Note atypical issues. Confirm the access point. Confirm the main contact person. Document water access. Document any pre-existing damage. Document heavy buildup, oil, grease, mud, interior debris, cracked parts, missing panels, damaged equipment, or anything that could create a dispute later. Then include a one-page acceptance form that the client signs after the first visit. That form should acknowledge the scope, any exceptions, the service expectations, and any add-ons that require separate approval. That signed note becomes your reference point the next time a dispute starts. It also creates a more professional relationship from day one. You are not just showing up to wash trucks, clean trailers, inspect equipment, or perform a field service. You are establishing a repeatable operating process. Section 2. Pricing and payment terms that encourage on-time pay. Your pricing should reflect frequency, complexity, and labor demand. Use tiered pricing tied to cadence. That could mean weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, or one-time service pricing. For example, weekly service, set rate per trailer, includes up to a defined amount of labor per unit. Then define add-ons clearly. For example, add-on services such as oil extraction, heavy degreasing, interior cleaning, washouts, special chemical treatment, or extended labor are billed separately at an agreed hourly rate or per unit add-on rate. The more measurable your pricing inputs are, the easier it is to explain your invoice. If a client pushes back, you are not arguing from emotion. You are pointing back to the agreement. Frequency matters. Heavy buildup matters. Access matters. Labor time matters. Distance matters. And special conditions matter. Your contract should help the customer understand that. Next, set payment terms that reduce late invoices. There are a few practical options. For large first-time jobs, require a deposit. For recurring accounts, consider a small discount for prepay or auto-pay enrollment. For established commercial accounts, use clear terms such as net 15 or net 30, depending on the relationship and your cash flow. If you are a small operator, net 15 may be healthier than waiting 30, 45, or 60 days to get paid. Make late fees clear but reasonable. For example, invoices are due net 15. Accounts unpaid after 30 days may accrue interest at 1.5% per month. Service may be suspended for accounts past 60 days until payment arrangements are made. That language does two things. It sets the expectation, and it gives you a process. You do not want to be emotional about collections. You want the agreement to explain what happens next. Invoicing cadence matters. Send invoices within 48 hours of service whenever possible. The longer you wait, the more distance you create between the work and the payment. Include clear documentation with the invoice. That can include photos from the onboarding checklist, photos from that day's visit, before and after images, unit counts, service date, job location, and any approved add-ons. Use a simple summary line. For example, service date, June 20th. Units serviced, 50 trailers. Unit price, listed rate. Add-ons, approved heavy degreasing on selected units. Total due, listed amount. Then include a payment link, ACH instructions, or auto-pay information. Visual proof reduces disputes. Clear invoices speed payment. And automation helps keep recurring accounts from turning into recurring collection problems. If you automate billing, state it plainly. Customer agrees to receive monthly electronic invoices and authorizes automatic ACH withdrawals on agreed dates. Again, have a qualified attorney review binding language before you rely on it. But operationally, the point is clear. Make it easy for the customer to pay and hard for confusion to grow. Section 3. SLAs, KPIs, dispute workflow, and actionable takeaways. SLAs are not just for big tech companies. A service level agreement is simply a way to set expectations. For mobile fleet services, keep SLAs simple and measurable. That could include response time for additional service requests, scheduling windows, makeup service windows, weather delays, access requirements, and communication expectations. For example, standard scheduling window, services provided between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. on scheduled dates. Another example. Makeup services for missed appointments will be scheduled within 5 business days, subject to availability. You do not need complicated language. You need expectations that a customer and crew can both understand. If the job depends on access, weather, water, yard conditions, or vehicle availability, the SLA should reflect that. Pick 2 KPIs to track with each account. Start simple. The first KPI is on-time completion rate. Did the service happen when scheduled? The second KPI is invoice days outstanding, also called DSO. How long does it take to collect after the invoice goes out? Those 2 numbers tell you a lot. If you are completing on time, but the customer is always paying late, the account may be hurting your cash flow. If the customer pays quickly, but the service is constantly delayed because the yard is not ready, you may need to renegotiate scheduling terms. Track these numbers monthly. Use them internally with your team, and where appropriate, share simple performance summaries with key clients. Transparency builds trust. It also makes renewals easier. You can even tie outcomes to renewals. For example, if service frequency is steady, access is reliable, and payments are on time, you may offer a price hold or loyalty incentive. But if the scope changes, access becomes difficult, fuel costs increase, labor requirements increase, or payment slows down, reserve the right to renegotiate terms. Dispute workflows should be fast and documented. Do not wait until emotions are high to decide how problems get handled. Put the process in the agreement. For example, Step 1. The client submits the issue within 7 days of service, with photos when possible. Step 2. The provider acknowledges the issue within 2 business days. Step 3. The provider proposes a resolution within 5 business days or schedules a makeup visit when appropriate. That type of process keeps everyone focused on resolution. The goal is not to win an argument. The goal is to fix the problem, protect the relationship, and keep the account healthy. When there is no dispute process, every issue becomes personal. When there is a process, the business has a path forward. That protects the client, it protects the provider, and it limits escalation. Here is the quick checklist you can use today. 1. Define the scope in plain language with explicit exclusions. 2. Require onboarding documentation and a signed acceptance form on the first visit. 3. Set tiered pricing tied to service cadence, labor time, and add-ons. 4. Publish simple payment terms and consider incentives for prepay or autopay. 5. Create simple SLAs with measurable KPIs. 6. Use a 3-step dispute resolution process. 7. Send invoices within 48 hours with photos, unit counts, and a clear payment link. You do not need to roll out every change at once. Start with the onboarding checklist and invoice timing this week, then tighten your scope language. Then update your recurring service terms. Then build the SLA and dispute process. Small improvements in your agreement can create big improvements in your cash flow. A couple of professional reminders. This episode is operations-focused. It is not legal counsel. Before you lock these terms into a binding contract, consult an attorney licensed in your state to confirm enforceability and compliance with local law. Also, when introducing new terms to existing clients, use a phased approach. Do not surprise your best customers with a cold contract change. Present the benefits. Explain that the goal is clearer service, better documentation, faster issue resolution, and more predictable scheduling. Offer a transition window. Be willing to negotiate exceptions that are operationally feasible, but do not negotiate away the parts that protect your time, crew, safety, and ability to get paid. If this episode helped you, start by building a 1-page contract checklist for your next fleet service account. And if you are trying to improve cash flow, get funding ready, or prepare for bigger contracts, visit vetbizmedia.com/funding ready. For more business tools, blueprints, podcast updates, and practical resources for service business owners, visit vetbizmedia.com. And if you are building or improving a mobile fleet washing business, the Fleet Wash Business Blueprint can help you think through pricing, customer intake, quote building, and recurring account structure. Share your toughest contract lesson or yard side story on social media. Tag at Veteran Entrepreneur Network or use hashtag VetENTNetwork. Real-world business, real strategies, real results. Thanks for listening to the Veteran Entrepreneur Network. If today's video brought you value, make sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share the podcast with another entrepreneur, owner-operator, fleet service provider, or business professional. You can follow the Veteran Entrepreneur Network on YouTube, Spotify, and Amazon. Keep building, keep learning, and keep moving forward. We'll see you on the next video.